What's up, YouTube? Midwest Vintage Cars coming back at you in another video. So I have a significant milestone that I completed this week, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So as you can see in the background, is the 1969 Topps Mickey Mantle, last name in yellow, PSA 4. So I picked this card up this week. Obviously, this is a significant card. It's Mickey's last Topps card. Interestingly enough, for those that don't know, he didn't play in the 1969 season. There's some speculation as to why. Allegedly, he wanted to retire after the 1968 season, but Yankees management told him to hang off so that they wouldn't plummet ticket sales. So obviously, they had the infamous Mickey Mantle Day in 1969 at Yankee Stadium to commemorate his career. So the reason why this pickup was so significant for me is because it completed my 1960s Topps run of Mickey Mantle. So today I will be showing off my entire Mickey Mantle Topps collection from the 1960s. Some of them you've seen before, but most of them you have not. I've only maybe shown off one before, actually. So there is the 1969. I will go in reverse chronological order all the way down to 1960. So I hope you enjoy. So the second card is the 1968 Topps Mickey Mantle in a PSA 2. The reason why this card is so significant to my personal collection is, although it's not a necessarily valuable card, I bought this card when I was 10 years old. Like I've said before, I've always had a love for vintage. So I used all my Christmas money in the year 2009, roughly, to buy this card from my local card shop by my grandparents' house while on vacation. So, and then years later, in 2021, I graded it myself. So this is just kind of a cornerstone of my collection. You know, obviously not a super valuable card, but having this card, there is no reason for me ever to buy another 1968 Topps, because this is one of my childhood gems, and I absolutely love it. The next card has a similar story. So my dad, around the same time, 2009, this might have been 08 or 09, he bought me this card raw for my birthday, and I actually graded it at the same time as the 68. And it's a PSA 1. Traditionally, I probably wouldn't target a PSA 1 for a 60s Mantle. However, it is so significant. The backstory, it was one of the first vintage cards that I ever had in my collection as a 9-year-old. And so to me, there's, like I said, with the 68, there's no reason for me to ever get another 67 Mantle. My next card is the 1966 Topps Mickey Mantle. I have this one in a PSA 3. I bought this one in around 2021, 2022, when I got back into the hobby. Beautiful, beautiful card. This card has gone up in value. So this brings me to the next topic of this video. So I bought this 1965 Topps Mickey Mantle on an SGC 2.5, probably 2 or 3 years ago. It's very centered. The pink background is very distinct. As you can see, there is wrinkles in the left-hand corner. So I'm actually selling this card. Typically, I'm not too slab-gnostic, I think the term is, but every other one of my Mantle cards in my collection from the 1960s are PSA. And I gotta be honest with you, it kind of sticks out like a sore thumb when I have them out together. So I will be selling this card and buying another 1965 Topps at some point. But I'm actually selling it this weekend. So I wanted to make this video before I sold it, so I had them all together. The next card is the 1964 Topps Mickey Mantle. Very similar pose to the 1966, but he is batting right-handed in this one because, of course, he is infamously the greatest switch hitter of all time. Love that card. This one I actually also bought this week. the 1963 Topps Mickey Mantle in a PSA 4. Classic. Yankee Stadium facade in the background. Classic image of Mickey. Here is the 1962 in a PSA 2. I think it's pretty nice for the grade, if I'm being honest with you. I actually had this card in a 1.5. And then I bought this one. I actually bought this one because I got a good deal on it and I was going to flip it. And then I'm like, you know what? I have the 61 in a 1.5, or 62 in a 1.5. Why don't I just sell that and keep the better grade for the collection? Because at the end of the day, my goal, sometimes I do sell cards. One more look. This is probably one of my favorite ones for whatever reason. At the end of the day, I'm trying to build the best collection I have. I'm not in this hobby. It is a hobby for me. I do sell some cards sometimes to be able to afford some PC cards, but at the end of the day, my goal is not to just sell a bunch of cards and make money. All the money I make off cards goes right back into the hobby. So this is an interesting one, the 1961 Mantle in a PSA 1. So I'm also selling this card. I got it kind of as a placeholder a couple years ago for pretty cheap. Actually, I think I paid $100 for this card probably 2 years ago. So I do want to upgrade this card at some point. So when I get another 61 and a higher eye appeal, I don't necessarily care about the grade, but if I get one in a higher eye appeal, then this one is on the chopping block. And then my last one is maybe the most iconic of any of his 60s cards. The 1960 Mickey Mantle in a PSA 4. Got this one not too long ago, actually, around Thanksgiving. So, of course, this is an iconic Mickey card. It was on my radar, but it wasn't a top priority. And then I saw this one, and what the guy was asking for, we negotiated a little bit. And I said, there's no way I can pass on that price for a well-centered 4 from the famous 1960 set. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, I would like to hear your opinions on what you think about upgrading cards and if you think that, if you like having your cards in a particular slab or not. So thanks for viewing my Mickey Mantle collection. He's one of my favorite players to collect, and hopefully I can pick up some more next year. Thank you.